How did a small desert community transform into one of the most formidable empires in human history? The story of the Caliphate begins in the year 632 AD, with the passing of Prophet Muhammad. This pivotal moment left his burgeoning Muslim community at a crossroads, facing the daunting task of choosing a successor to lead. The solution came in the form of the Caliphate, a new system of governance under the leadership of the Caliph, meaning successor in Arabic. The first of these leaders, Abu Bakr, was a close companion of Muhammad and his father-in-law. Under his guidance, and then that of his successors, Umar, Uthman and Ali, known collectively as the Rashidun or rightly guided caliphs, the Islamic Empire expanded at an extraordinary rate. From the arid landscapes of the Arabian Peninsula, they forged an empire that stretched across vast regions of Asia, Africa and Europe. Thus began a saga of expansion and consolidation that would reshape vast swaths of the world. Imagine an empire stretching from Spain to the borders of China. Welcome to the era of the Umayyads. In the mid-7th century, following the death of the Prophet Muhammad, his followers established a system of governance that would extend far beyond the Arabian Peninsula. This system evolved into the Caliphate, and by 661 AD, the Umayyad Dynasty had risen, marking a significant shift in Islamic leadership. The Umayyads, originating from one of the prominent Meccan families, were notable for their administrative prowess. Under their rule, the Islamic Empire not only expanded territorially, but also structurally. One of their first moves was to make Damascus their capital, turning it into a thriving hub of political and economic activity. Caliph Muawiya I, the first Umayyad Caliph, was a master strategist and administrator. His leadership saw the empire's borders expand dramatically. The naval prowess of the Muslims under his command led to the dominance of the Mediterranean, while military campaigns pushed into the heartlands of Europe and deep into Central Asia. One of the most transformative decisions made by the Umayyads was to make Arabic the official language of the empire. This not only unified the vast territories under a common linguistic banner, but also facilitated the spread of new ideas and administrative efficiency. The architectural and cultural achievements of this period were personified by Caliph Abd al-Malik, who commissioned the construction of the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem, one of the most iconic Islamic structures worldwide. His reign also saw the introduction of a distinct Islamic currency, which helped solidify economic stability and independence from the Byzantine and Persian influences. However, the Umayyad dynasty was not without its challenges. Internal strife and opposition, particularly from those who felt the caliphs were straying from the spiritual roots of the caliphate, eventually led to their downfall. Yet, despite these challenges, the Umayyad Caliphate's contributions to the Islamic world were profound. They set in motion the wheels of change that would lead to an unprecedented era of growth in science, culture, and economic prosperity. The Umayyad Caliphate set the stage for an Islamic golden age, a precursor to a flowering of science, culture, and economic prosperity. With every empire comes dissent. The Abbasids were no exception, rising from the shadows to forge their path. In the mid-8th century, the Islamic world witnessed a seismic shift in power that would redefine its cultural and intellectual landscape. The Abbasids, claiming descent from Abbas, the uncle of the Prophet Muhammad, challenged the ruling Umayyad dynasty. This conflict culminated in the year 750, when the Abbasids orchestrated a revolution that dramatically ended Umayyad rule at the Battle of the Zab. The Abbasids moved the capital from Damascus to Baghdad, a strategic decision that marked a new era. Baghdad was transformed into a thriving metropolis under the Abbasid Caliphate, becoming a melting pot of diverse cultures and ideas. The city's design, inspired by Persian and Mesopotamian influences, facilitated trade and intellectual exchanges that were unprecedented. The reign of Caliph Harun al-Rashid epitomized the golden age of the Abbasids. His court in Baghdad was famed for its spectacular wealth and grandeur, attracting scholars, artists, and scientists from across the world. The tales of the Arabian Nights, although fictional, reflect the opulent life at Harun's court, weaving stories of magic carpets and hidden treasures that continue to enchant to this day. Following Harun al-Rashid, his son al-Mamun continued the tradition of patronage, establishing the House of Wisdom. Here, scholars of different faiths and backgrounds translated works of Greek philosophers into Arabic, preserving and enhancing the knowledge. Mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy flourished, leading to innovations that would influence civilizations far beyond the Islamic world. Under the Abbasids, Baghdad became more than just a political capital. It was the heart of an intellectual renaissance that influenced the world. This era saw the synthesis of various knowledge traditions, which propelled the Islamic world to the forefront of scientific and cultural achievement during the medieval period. Under the Abbasids, Baghdad became the heart of an intellectual renaissance that influenced the world. All empires faced challenges, and the Abbasids were besieged by both internal strife and external pressures. As we delve into the fragmentation and decline of this once mighty empire, it's crucial to understand the multifaceted reasons behind its unraveling. The Abbasid Caliphate, at its zenith, was a beacon of intellectual and cultural brilliance. However, the very expanse that defined its glory also set the stage for its complications. Economically, the empire was stretched thin. The vast territories under its control were expensive to maintain and defend. As the revenue from taxes dwindled due to administrative inefficiencies and corruption, the central authority of the caliphs weakened. Simultaneously, the rise of autonomous dynasties further fragmented the empire. Regions such as North Africa, Egypt, and Persia saw local rulers asserting more power, often only nominally acknowledging the caliph in Baghdad. These rulers minted their own coins and led their own military campaigns, gradually eroding the unity of the caliphate. Moreover, the Abbasids faced significant external challenges. The Crusades, launched from Europe, were a series of religious wars that aimed at reclaiming Jerusalem and other holy lands from Muslim control. These invasions not only drained the caliphate's resources, but also shifted the political landscape of the Middle East. Perhaps the most catastrophic blow came in 1258 when the Mongols under Hulagu Khan besieged Baghdad. The siege lasted for 2 weeks, culminating in the sack of the city and the execution of the last reigning Abbasid caliph al-Mustasim. This event marked the end of the Abbasid rule in Baghdad, although the caliphs continued to exist in Cairo under the protection of the Mamluks, serving more as symbolic figures than actual rulers. This fragmentation did not occur overnight, but was the result of a complex interplay of internal weaknesses and external pressures. The once mighty caliphate was fragmented, but its impact was indelible. As we reflect on the Abbasid era, it becomes clear that the legacy of this great empire was shaped as much by its decline as by its remarkable ascendancy. The concept of the caliphate did not vanish with the Mongols. As the sands of time shifted, the idea of a unified Islamic state under the leadership of a caliph found a new home within the sprawling Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans, claiming the mantle in the 16th century, reinvigorated the title of caliph as a symbol of Islamic unity and authority, albeit more as a ceremonial figurehead than a true religious leader, as in the days of old. The Ottoman Caliphate stretched its influence across 3 continents, serving as a powerful emblem of Islamic identity and leadership until its dissolution in 1924. This was a pivotal moment, as Mustafa Kemal Ataturk's secular reforms in Turkey led to the formal abolition of the Caliphate, closing a grand chapter in Islamic history. In contemporary times, the Caliphate holds a predominantly symbolic and cultural significance among Muslims worldwide. It embodies a historical ideal of Islamic governance and unity, though it is no longer a political reality. Though the political entity has dissolved, the idea of the Caliphate continues to resonate across centuries. The echoes of the Caliphate are still heard in modern science, culture, and governance. As we reflect on the vast expanse of the Arab Caliphate's history, we see a legacy that stretches far beyond its geographical and temporal boundaries. This empire not only dominated lands, but also cultivated an era of unprecedented intellectual and cultural prosperity. In the realm of science, the Caliphate's scholars made groundbreaking advancements in astronomy and mathematics. They refined the astrolabe, charted the stars, and laid the foundational principles of algebra. Their contributions to medicine were equally profound, with pioneering insights into surgery and pharmacology that have been passed down through the centuries. Art and architecture flourished under the Caliphate, with intricate geometric designs and breathtaking structures that continue to inspire awe today. The cultural richness of this period influenced not only the Islamic world but also the Western, as knowledge from the Caliphate helped fuel the Renaissance. The story of the Arab Caliphate is a testament to the enduring power of human civilization to adapt, innovate, and influence. From the sands of Arabia to the libraries of Baghdad, the journey of the Arab Caliphate is a saga of ambition, intellect, and legacy. As we trace the arc of this remarkable civilization, we realize that its influence extends far beyond the confines of time and geography. The Caliphate was not just a political entity. It was a crucible of scientific, cultural, and philosophical exploration that enriched the world. It fostered an environment where scholars from diverse backgrounds could collaborate, leading to breakthroughs in algebra, medicine, astronomy, and more. The echoes of these achievements still resonate in our modern world, shaping our understanding and methodologies in various fields. Moreover, the Caliphate's narrative compels us to reflect on the complexities of cultural and religious identities today. It challenges us to consider how history shapes our present dialogues and policies concerning the coexistence of diverse cultures. As we look back on the centuries of achievements and challenges, the Arab Caliphate remains a pivotal chapter in the annals of world history.